everyone. I'm here today with the organisers of the upcoming Leadership from Chaos Revenue Management Conference, scheduled for October the 12th this year. I have Ali Northfield, Managing Director of Revenue by Design, Emanuele Nardin, who's the Director of Hotel Performance and the founder of Hotel Revenue Forum, and Annemarie Gubanski, who's the CEO of Taktikon. Let's start with you, Ali. Tell us a little bit about Leadership from Chaos. What is it exactly?
So the background to this is that all three of our companies run a revenue management conference pretty much at the same time every year. And I thought for this year, it would be a really nice idea to just bring the community together a little bit more in a bit more of an engaged fashion. So approached them both and said, do you fancy running a conference together? And they both agreed, which is fantastic news. So what we're trying to do is just share content together so that we're basically running the same event or an event on the same day in different locations, London, Rimini and Stockholm. And what we'll be doing is sharing some of the content throughout the day so that people feel really engaged. There might be some content streamed from London through to Rimini and Stockholm and vice versa during the day. So you're getting that sense of really sharing that community engagement feel across three countries, so internationally. So really exciting.
I don't know about you, but then do you have the same things? Like a few times a day, I think, my God, what have we done? It's really the organization of it, the risk we're taking, and I mean, it's really something. It's really something for us also. For me, sometimes we are organizing the event of the day. Otherwise, I couldn't cope. Don't know about you.
Yeah, it is slightly terrifying, especially when you want to go live, but I think we can do it. There's lots of planning that we're putting in place, which is great. So, yeah.
Excellent. Emanuele, what is the key objective behind Leadership from Chaos? What are we hoping to achieve?
Well, as we said in the last interview, Michelle, I think that, my objective, when I kept in touch with Ellie, I was thinking to help the Italian community to keep in touch with the European ones. So try to merge this community around Europe, mainly around Europe, and give them the possibility to share the best practices that are coming from abroad, Italy. As Italy is probably needs to go further in these matters. I think that having a look at abroad would be very helpful for Italian hotels. So that's why we decided to create this event together with you, Ellie and Annemarie, and of course Michelle.
Cool. Anything else to add from the other two markets?
I think it's just really exciting having the diverse cultures. So what's really important in one market doesn't necessarily feature the same way in another, and when you then blend it all together, it becomes a really rich basis for sharing revenue management practices on so many different levels. So that for me is really exciting.
Agree.
Annemarie, what can delegates expect from attending? I mean, they can attend obviously in person at the physical events, or there's an online presence as well, so you can access if you can't travel to one of the physical events. But either way, what can you expect from attending?
I think you can expect a lot of inspiration. All three of us have been very good at organizing high quality events. And I'm not saying this to brag, it's actually the industry saying that. So you can expect high level, high quality workshops, panels, keynote speakers and so on. And also, I think you can expect to see, okay, what is the best way forward? Everything has changed the past year. You have general managers that have and CEOs, depending on the size of the company. They've had to manage costs, but at the same time, there's this whole group of employees that is just like afraid of their job. How do you manage them? How do you keep them inspired, or how do you keep them also performing? This whole pandemic has fast forward a trend that we already saw coming, but then by 10 years, so everything changed completely. The role of the revenue manager has changed, the role of the commercial teams have changed, the type of guests that we are expecting and we are going to expect in the next 5 years at least is extremely different from before. So how do we get that knowledge? How do we understand what is happening now, and what can we learn from the past year so that we can just come out of this stronger and better than before? That I hope to expect.
Brilliant.
So I think that it will be a great experience for attendees that will be either physically in the venues, either online, because it's something really different from other events, and this is what we want to create. And then we also need to consider that probably it will be one of the first events after the shutdown that we had in the last month. So I think that people will be really excited to participate at the venues, and of course also online, because we decided for a platform that is very nice to use for attendees.
Yeah, no, it'll be a great opportunity.
It's going to be good.
Sorry, say that again, Ali.
But I think the online platform is going to be really interesting to see how it works. So, and to see the networking capabilities are brilliant. Yeah. So, that should be great.
That's brilliant. Just going back to your point, Annemarie, I mean, so much has changed in the last 18 months with revenue management. And typically, in London, we host our event in February. Obviously, we've had to push it back to October. So bearing in mind all the changes that have happened, what do you think is the most pressing single element that needs to be discussed, should be on the agenda at this event for revenue management community? And let's start with Emanuele.
Well, I got my idea that is how is changing the customer's behavior. Because if we understand this, we can understand how to manage the future for revenue management, sales, and marketing that are going to merge all together into a commercial strategy. So this is the way how is revenue management evolving, and we really need to break out the silos among these three departments and create a unique one in order to create a solid strategy for the hotels.
Annemarie, from you?
Well, for me personally, it never ceases to amaze me how revenue management's role always is underestimated. So easily did hotels and chains minimize and diminish the revenue management department. We that have revenue management outsourcing, we did not have a ball game. We did not have a revenue manager to compete with, because a lot of them had left. And I'm really looking forward to discussing the importance of revenue management. And I really hope that we finally get hotels to understand the importance of revenue management and keep the team alive.
Most definitely. And Ali, from your perspective?
I think, again, it goes to different cultures, as we speak to different cultures from different areas. And from my side, I'm seeing a lot more of the role broaden out into the commercial role, and also to having to incorporate marketing, digital marketing in a really big way. So I'm excited about giving revenue managers the opportunity to really learn a little bit more about how the role is broadening, what kind of skills they need to get into place. And also vice versa, to invite people who've now got more digital marketing skills to get more engaged with the revenue function as well. So it works both ways. So I'm hoping that we'll be able to attract people who have both a revenue and a digital marketing or marketing commercial background as well, because there's lots to offer for everybody.
So we've talked a lot about sort of the topics that we're looking to cover. The event is designed to obviously bring the community together and have some fun as well. So I guess if you had to sum up the one single thing, when all the planning is done and it's October the 12th, what's the one single thing that you're most looking forward to? What do you think will be the highlight of the day? Annemarie, we'll start with you.
I wanted to say the day after, but then okay. No, I think for the Stockholm event right now, because we are planning, right? And everything you're planning, every single workshop you're trying to get together with the sponsors is just like very exciting. And to me, at this moment, I'm discussing with our Platinum Plus sponsor Ideas their interactive session about the role of revenue management, but also like the role of the commercial team. I'm really looking forward to that. And also, I'm waiting for the fantastic keynote speaker to sign up finally for the Stockholm event. She's a person that has confirmed she wants, but I'm really looking forward for her to come here. A cliffhanger, because I'm not saying a name.
Oh.
That I'm looking forward to.
Ali, well,
I mean, I'm the same as Annemarie. It's kind of like I'm really, really excited about the technology working, but
we're proficient at technology now. We've spent the last 18 months communicating.
That's true. That's true. I'm actually really excited to see the delegate reactions, to be honest. I think for me, in my head, this is really just a way for communities across different nationalities and different countries to collaborate and really share experiences. So for me, that's the community element is key, and I'm really, really looking forward to making that work and working hard at planning for people to really be able to network efficiently, to enjoy the content, but also come away with something that they can really use like the day after. So that's the main thing.
Yeah, exactly. Make sure it's just not confined to the 12th and taken into the business, 2022 and beyond. And Emanuele, from you, what are you looking forward to?
My wish is that this event would be something like we decided for the universe, like branding, like graphic, so as the big bang that came to life to the universe, to our world and so on. I hope that this event will represent something like that in the hospitality sector. So something like a spark that reignites the passion, the fire that people that is working in the hospitality is having inside, and they have unfortunately covered, I don't know how to say, taken low for the 18 months because they were not working, they were not knowing how to do that because they didn't have the possibility to work. So I really hope that this will be the restart for everything.
I can see you're inspired there from the win on Sunday, Emanuele. You're still on the still
reeling from the Euros.
Reeling from the Euros on Sunday. Well, thank you everyone so much for your time today. It's been great to get a little bit more insight into the event, which promises to be, as we say, the leading event of 2021. And you can find out more by logging on to www.leadershipfromchaos.com, where you can find out more about all the events. Thanks a lot.
We wait for everybody in Rimini, but also in London.
Yep.
And in Stockholm.
Okay, take care.
Bye-bye.
Bye.
Bye-bye.